Mr. Lynch, if we as a board, for a time reason, signed a document dealing with the return of unpaid taxes, but the board never took a vote in a session on it, is it your advice that the board take a action to forward?
Yes, my advice is the board ratify the actions the board so elects to do that. That ratification would be appropriate.
That's his needs. So your advice is we do take one.
My recommendation is take a motion to ratify the actions taken on a certain date, whatever that date was.
Okay. Do you want us to make a motion? And the motion would be to ratify the signature of the majority of the board for the document that was submitted to the County of Rockland the day before Thanksgiving, whatever date that was, that it is today ratified that that was a proper document as submitted by the majority of the board by signature. I'll make that motion. Is there a second to the motion? Mr. Hobson, looking at me, sorry. Any discussion on the motion? Is it a proper motion that done that way?
Yes.
Okay. Call the motion. All those, sorry, discussion.
Could I receive a copy of it? I've asked for a copy of it. I've never seen it.
Okay, call the motion.
When people signed, were there 5 board members together signing?
No.
They signed individually.
Was it audited? Does any board member know? I'm asking board members to sign it. Was it audited?
Okay.
You can ask somebody else if you don't know. I just want to know if any board member knows it was audited.
Mr. Price wants to know if any board member who signed the document knows if it was audited. Does any board member know if it was an audited statement? Kathy, does it?
Before Kathy answers the question, maybe Mr. Lynch, is that an appropriate question?
I think it's an appropriate question to ask, but the board can still vote to ratify it, and that vote could be subject to auditory confirmation.
I understand, but that's why I'm asking the question. I understand that we vote to ratify it, but the question of the audit, I mean, particularly, is important.
It's certainly a proper question, and the board can act as it is appropriate on the resolution, on the proposed resolution.
Can I clarify what we're talking about for the benefit of the public that's here? The documents that we're discussing are the return of the tax warrants. At the beginning of the tax collection period, the district turns over to each town, Clarkstown, Haverstraw, and Ramapo, our warrants for the collection of school taxes. They collect the taxes for us. During that period of time, they return the tax money to us, and then they're required to reconcile with the warrants that were delivered to them the amount that has not been collected yet. So those portions of that tax, the district is always going to be made whole. In order for us to be made whole, we need to turn those records over to the county so that the county can do their budget and in turn cut a check in April to the district for the balance of those taxes. In total, it's approximately $17 million. It was of the utmost importance for us to get those documents signed and over to the county. Mr. Beer, the district treasurer, did go through the reconciling process for each one of the towns. The documents were delivered to the district clerk, and we asked to get signatures from the board.
When each board member came in to sign, I had the documents available for them to look at, I explained what they were, and that Mr. Beer had reconciled them before each board member signed.
If I may just respond.
No, Ms. Lynch and Mr. Weaver.
If I may respond, the need for action being taken between board meetings is certainly not improper, nor is it something that is questioned. I think just the recommendation in an abundance of caution is a ratification at this time. That's what the recommendation is made.
Mr. Lynch, from a fiduciary responsibility, board members who saw to it to sign the document, were they doing their part as public officials and board members?
Unfortunately, I wasn't here at the time. I can't comment what was or wasn't happened. I'm assuming that the board members acted. They acted with guidance and counsel, and I would presume that the actions were taken in good faith.
Thank you.
Okay, just, sometimes it pays to go to the bottom line. Surprisingly, if you're uncomfortable by the position, one has to weigh what you do. If we're talking about the potential loss of $17 million to the district, there's a way that we can go do it. I'm pretty sure that there's little that has unified us tonight, but I'm pretty sure we can all get together that it was a good idea to sign and set it in, right? We're on the same page, I hope, so that's the right thing to do. For whoever did it and made it happen, and we appreciate whoever did that. Nevertheless, we have to ratify that it was done. So,
There's a motion and a second.
okay, so we're gonna call the motion.
$17 million would have done great. Mr. Dr. Osage, what would $17 million have done to the district had it, for the students in the public school, had we had a loss of $17 million? Thank you.
Okay. Call the motion. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Nathan,
I'm sorry.
may I request a roll call vote?
Of course. No problem. Any member has the right to request a roll call vote on any vote that's taken. Ms. Calhoun has requested that this be a roll call vote. Okay, the clerk, the board clerk will read the names and note the vote that has been taken. Okay.
Mr. Hopstein? Ms. Young Mercer? Ms. Calhoun?
No.
Mr. Price?
No.
Mr. Rothschild?
Yes.
Mr. Solomon?
Yes.
Mr. Wieder?
Proudly, I'm looking forward to be part of this motion to support the district. $17 million. I'll take what the superintendent said, that $17 million would have been devastating. My answer is yes.
Mr. Cohen?
Yes.
Mr. Stone?
Since I'm for the children, $17 million for the children, absolutely.